Today we're officially ranking Dumbo. Let's do the thing. Storyline. The storyline of Dumbo is your basic fish out of water plot. Main character is born, doesn't fit in, develops talent, proves himself, and lives happily ever after. Sound familiar? It should, because you've probably seen it in a myriad of films from Rudolph to Rocky. It's a simple story, but as I said before, this whole movie was based around a simple money-making idea. One of the things I really appreciate about Dumbo the movie is its ability to use time well. I know it's a shorter film, but it is not wasteful of its screen time. Everything you see, even the things that you think may be a little bit of filler, are always setting up a future event. Dumbo's storyline was simple but sweet, lowbrow but still creative. The storyline does not go as deep as Pinocchio, but it is also not as full of filler as Snow White. So it fits right in between the two. Dumbo received second place for its storyline so far. Music. From Casey Jr.'s travel scene to When I See an Elephant Fly, the music does take us on a journey. However, none of it is particularly memorable. Even Baby of Mine, by far my favorite song, is not memorable for how good it is, but for the tearjerker scene that it's a part of. The music adds to the overall mood, but it is never really the star. And I suppose you could say that's a good thing, but this is Disney that we're talking about. Disney, who is responsible for this.
When you wish upon a star.
And in a universe that includes When You Wish Upon a Star, this music cannot be number one. Overall, Dumbo's music is far more forgettable than Snow White, and it's not as well produced as Fantasia, so it receives fourth place for music overall. Animation. In keeping with the overall design of this film, the animation is incredibly simple. The characters are very simply drawn, and you have very little in the way of any kind of detail. The backgrounds are the cheapest possible backgrounds, watercolors. While no characters look as bad as Snow White, the backgrounds aren't anywhere near as detailed as Snow White's backgrounds, and the few human characters that there are usually simple shadows. But there are some positives, and this is where it gets really difficult to judge. This animation is cohesive. All the characters look like they fit together. The backgrounds and the foregrounds don't clash, which is something I cannot say for Snow White. The facial expressions in this movie are absolutely key and vital to how emotionally we get involved into this storyline, because the two main characters never talk. And it's the animation that makes this scene happen. This scene. This scene. This scene. This scene reduces many a person to a sniveling shell curled up in the fetal position in front of his TV. So you can't tell me the animation isn't good in this. However, despite my affection for the facial expressions and animation in Dumbo, somebody has to get fourth place. The animation is not bad, it's just so simple. And it's outshone by some stellar animation that was exhibited in the other three films we have seen thus far. Judging these movies is beginning to get harder. And that's a bad sign, because there's still so many movies. Character. Again, Disney shines in the arena of character. I mean, Fantasia failed spectacularly on this level. Well, you could tell they were trying. A for effort, little buddy. As I said before, look at the facial expressions on these elephants. Our protagonists don't even have to speak, and you feel for them. We even feel for the gossiping elephants. They are not evil, they're just flawed. And they're very identifiable. These characters are far more developed and experience much bigger arcs than that of Snow White in particular. But they are not anywhere near as complex as that of Pinocchio. So once again, Dumbo lands right in between the two. Dumbo received second place for character development. Technology. I got almost nothing on this. There is a little bit of multiplane camera action that happens during the film, but basically the technology is just enough to be able to make a movie. Nothing really special here. It's a good movie, and it's very, very simple. That's it. And Dumbo receives 4th place for technology. Overall, it is a crowd pleaser, and just like big summer blockbusters of today, crowd pleasers are not usually the most artistically amazing or complex. It's a good movie for people of any age, and it receives 3rd place overall. If you agree with this ranking, give it a nice big thumbs up. If you do not agree with this ranking, give it a thumbs down. Let's see what you guys all think out there. And press that subscribe button so we can walk this journey together. Don't forget to watch last week's review here or here or here or here or someplace right around here, around my face. And watch for my Bambi review to hit the internet soon. Okay, that's enough. You can leave now.